whatever appearances appear, those are the appearances that will appear. And I can guarantee you that they're unpredictable and they're countless and they're ceaseless. And that even if you were to maintain a non-conceptual state for the rest of your life, which would be impossible, then there would be, at the moment of death, some concepts. Because you see, death defies all states that we've tried to get ourselves into. There's never been anyone who's gotten involved in anything. So if even in a subtle way we hold that we're someone who's gotten ourselves into something like a non-conceptual state or a state of bliss or a state of quiet or a state of stillness or a state of neutrality or a state of impartiality or any kind of state, when we face death, we'll see how that goes. You know, when we die, all of a sudden there's an explosion of all these appearances that we never even imagined as possible. It's impossible to imagine, and many of us never even hear what happens when we die. If you haven't heard about it, then I'll clue you in. When we die, all of the things that we've been trying to hold on to and maintain control of, they disappear. So if we've gotten into some kind of a state, our ability to maintain that state completely disappears. We lose the ability to use our faculties, whether it's thinking or emotions or any other faculties, any of our senses, and these fade one by one. So we're not able to maintain any control through thinking. And then we're not able to maintain emotional control either. Any emotions or thoughts can and do arise, but it's impossible to do anything about them. And then our senses fade one by one. The seeing, the smelling, the tasting, the touching, and none of those are present anymore. But what's still present? Awareness. Awareness is still present. Well, then, the breath stops. However, awareness isn't dependent on any of these things. It's not dependent on sensate experience. It's not dependent on the breath. And then the heart stops. Well, awareness isn't dependent on the heartbeat anyway, either. But unless we've gained familiarity with awareness and all these appearances that may appear at the time of death, then it can be scary, because there are many, many appearances. I've just named a few. All of these thoughts and emotions occur, like, oh, wow, I've eaten my last meal, I've had my last drink of water, scotch, or whatever it might be. Or I won't be seeing my loved ones anymore. No more baths to take. No more rent to pay. No more doing. It's all over now. So you see, all these things just come flooding in out of nowhere. But this is really no different than any other moment of our life, really. All these things are naturally present and completely unpredictable and ceaseless, and they're countless. There's nothing that can be done about them. At the moment we think we have a management system for all our points of view, in that moment, the next moment will bring the complete smashing of that management system. So no matter how much control we think we have, there's going to be something that happens, whether it's our country being invaded or our personal space being invaded or whatever it is, that's just going to completely smash it all to smithereens. Awareness has never been made into a system of any kind. It's never been made into anything. So to systematize it is to minimize it in some way through thinking. through thinking about what can't be thought about. When we simply enjoy the dawning of the flawless certainty of who we are in a very effortless, easygoing way, then it becomes clear that all of these appearances, no matter what they are pristine light, the pristine, clear light of wisdom awareness. And so this is very straightforward, very easy, nothing to do and no one to do it. There isn't anywhere that awareness isn't naturally present, yet it isn't anywhere in particular. It doesn't look like any particular thing. Oh yes, this is awareness right here. This is it. Now, awareness is synonymous with perfect love, wisdom, energy, purity. It's synonymous with all of this. And I mean ultimate purity, not pure versus impure. It's the wholly positive purity in which there's never been anything other than purity. So it's not a purity that's opposed to anything else. The naturalness of what we are right here is what guarantees that. Just the awareness by which you know that you're naturally present. That's it. There's absolutely nothing else. There's absolutely nothing else whatsoever. And in that, each moment is complete and identical, simple and pure. The wisdom light that is completely pure shines through all eyes, no matter what eyes those are. It shines out equally from and as everything. That's why it's called wisdom. It's the great wisdom of complete equality, the equalness and evenness of absolutely everything, no matter what it is.